Hi friends. I hate that I'm making another video like this, and I'm so sorry for my absence lately. I was so motivated to get a Manic Monday up, and I missed my deadline, and I haven't been able to upload any videos of me singing, which was a lot of work to do, whether filming or editing or whatever. But it was something that brought me so much joy, and it was something that I was doing for myself. And so I'm really disappointed and feeling discouraged that things have really gotten in the way where I'm not able to do those things this past week. We have a lot of change in our family, a lot of things just happening kind of behind the scenes, and I just want to come on here, and not offer a bunch of excuses again. Just explain a little bit of why I've been gone. This past year, my husband got out of the military, and it was kind of an unexpected thing. We weren't really prepared for it. And with that, we've been kind of frantic trying to make ends meet and figuring things out and things like that. And it's just been really hard and stressful. And marriage is hard anyway, unless you're very blessed with a very easygoing personality and your spouse is very easygoing and you guys handle stress very well. And I'm not one of those people at all. Like the title of my channel, I do have bipolar disorder, which makes things feel extra big and extra intense, and the stress is very scary for me. It does a lot of scary things to me, physically, emotionally, and mentally. And so I can go down a rabbit hole pretty fast, but I've been working really hard to stay present for my kids. And so last week was my kids' first week of school, and I kind of made that choice that I really needed to be there for them for their first week of school. I have 3 in school and 1 graduated. And then this past weekend, when I was really looking forward and excited to continue my little fun thing on Facebook, I started working nights on Sunday night. And I didn't realize the toll it would take on me. I have been so blessed and so spoiled to be a stay-at-home mom for almost 17 years. And I guess it's been closer to 15. There were 2 years that I did have to work at the beginning after my divorce and things like that. But it's a very physically taxing job, and to have to be present during the day for my kids and then work at night, which was the goal, is for me to be there for my children, for doctor's appointments, for things like that. But I just was not expecting it to take such a hold of me, where I just lost a sense of who I was. And it's just been a really, really hard week. Closer to 2 weeks, but and so this is my 5th work day of the week. So tonight will be my last night. It's Thursday morning right now. Well, I guess it's Thursday afternoon. It's 2 o'clock on Thursday, and I go to work tonight. And I got about 3 hours of sleep. It's really hard to sleep during the day, and with that, on top of just being here for kids and then still trying to function, it's just very hard. And this is not meant to be a poor, woe is me thing. This is just letting you know that I am trying to find balance, because that's ultimately what it comes down to. Because, I just... Sometimes life takes you where you don't expect it, good places and bad. And a lot of times we don't have control over certain events in our life that bring us to where we are, and we have to live with those consequences, good or bad. And that's something I really struggle with myself, is living other people's choices. And this is not me like hinting to anything, it's just in general. But I work really hard to make sure that my choices don't negatively impact other people, whether it's family or friends or work obligations. That's my biggest thing, is wanting to make sure that I am never the problem, always wanting to be the fixer or doing prevention, or I'm stuck doing cleanup. And so this last week has been very, very difficult in me figuring out what works best for me, that I'm able to still function. And right now I'm not looking, I'm not looking for like suggestions or advice or anything like that. I'm just letting you know where I'm at right now. And it's really, really hard. Marriage, again, is really hard. Even after 15 years in this marriage or in this relationship, it's hard because you're in a new phase, you're in a new place in your life, and you're different people than you were 15 years ago, and then you're a different person than you were 6 months ago, and you were a different person yesterday. And then to have the joy and the blessing of being a parent, but then those parents who struggle being a parent struggle finding the joy in the journey, which has been my story. When my kids were younger, oh man, I loved being a mom, even though it was an unexpected life altering experience. It's been a real joy, but lately it's really hard with teenagers, and I almost have 4 teenagers. That blows my mind. It just blows my mind. But they're all so beautiful and so wonderful, and they're just amazing, amazing children. And so I'm really blessed and honored to be their mom, but still feel very unworthy of, like, I know somebody could do this better. And I just want to throw this out there, that sometimes we put expectations on ourselves that nobody else has of us. And I think that's ultimately what's happened, is I've expected more of myself as a mom and as a wife, and just as a person, that I've put so much pressure on myself to have to be all the things, and I'm sucking at being all the things, and I just can't. And so sometimes I have to make a choice every single day of, like, okay, today's the day I have to choose my kids, and I have to make sure I'm there for them, because today this is a day that they really need me right now, or today I need to decide to really step up to my husband to support him, because I feel he really needs it right now. But part of the problem is, I think we as women, by nature, we fail to think, okay, today I need to make it all about me. I need to be a better me for myself. I need to give myself grace and room, space to be imperfect and to be flawed. And I want to show up for me. And so that's what I was trying to do with the 30-day challenge. And that's what I try to do with my YouTube channel. And so every day that goes by that I don't have a video up, or that I don't sing for myself, is just like I'm letting myself down, and it's just too much pressure. And so I ask for some forgiveness of not keeping up with what I was hoping to do. I've gotten so much support and loving comments about my songs, about my videos, and I just love it so much. I love that you appreciate the work that is being put into that little silly project. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm just so mad at myself because I haven't been able to do it. Just out of sheer exhaustion. And I apologize, I didn't want to be crying. But I did want to let you know just a little background of what's going on. And so I hope that you will still stick with me. And I really hope to be posting again very soon, as soon as I can figure things out. My 30 days will still be 30 days. It'll just be over, 30 videos over more than 30 days. So, but I just, if you watch this and think, well, that was kind of a pointless video, I'm sorry. It's more so of like, I just hope that you guys are able to give yourself a break when you really need it, and maybe remove some of those expectations you have of yourself to be everything to everyone. Because it's too hard to do. It's not realistic, and if you're able to do it, wonderful, but the guilt that comes with it, the guilt, the shame, the discouragement, those don't help me. Those don't serve me. And so I just wanted to come on here and acknowledge that I haven't kept my side of the bargain with myself, and so I'm very disappointed. But I really hope to be filming again soon. With it being my last work day/night, I'll be done by, Friday morning with my shift. I'm hoping to get a little sleep, and then maybe I can, start cranking them out again. Maybe I can pre-film several a day. It takes a lot of planning, a lot of work to execute. And even with me just sitting in front of a camera, either learning songs, I'm terrible at memorizing. If anybody has worked with me, I am always the last person off book, which I always hate. I just don't have the ability to memorize and to retain lines, and it's been that way my whole life, whether it was school or whatever. It didn't matter. I would always forget things pretty easily, but then it only got worse as I got older, and then add in medication that just keeps me in a fog, and then just the kind of permanent damage done by that now that I'm not medicated at all. Which is also why I think I'm struggling so much too, is because with medication, I wouldn't be having such highs and lows. And I've been pretty stable for a while, but just the stress of everything happening, that's not within my control. But the videos were within my control, and then to not be doing them is really crappy. But anyways, I hope that you will allow yourselves to give yourself a break. And I love you all, and I'm so appreciative of you. You have no idea. And I wish I could just give every single one of you a big hug and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for indulging me in something so silly and frivolous, but that makes me feel so... It just makes me feel so alive when I do it. I feel like myself again when I sing. And it's so ironic that I feel the most like myself pretending to be other people. Isn't that funny? Performing, living somebody else's story. I feel so much more at home than I do living my own story. And I think it's because at the end of the day, I get to take off their burden. I get to take off their mask. And I still have mine. I love you all. Thank you very much for being here. And I look forward to when I can do makeup and do, I guess this is almost like a mental health / motherhood, Manic Monday on a Thursday. And I have filmed, I filmed a homemaking video for this past Monday. I just didn't get to edit it, and that's why I didn't upload it, is the editing process is far more difficult than some of my videos. Sorry, getting up, and I'm a heavy load to have to get up, but yeah, so I have a little homemaking video. I'll give you a little sneak peek of it's just a tiered tray, for fall transition. But I will say something, though, that a very wise friend said to me recently, who is, I've worked with her in shows and things like that, and she's just a lovely person and very supportive of my family. And she has made some changes in her life to improve her life, and whether, it looks like losing weight, whatever the improvements that you want to make within yourself. And I just asked her, I said, how did you do it? Like, what, how did you decide to change your life? And she goes, well, I fell in love. And I thought, you fell in love? You're already married. And she goes, no, I fell in love with myself. And that just blew my mind. And I thought, wow, how do you do that? How do you do that? I want to fall in love with myself. And I feel like me posting those videos and me singing every day, and even Bipolar Beauty, the YouTube channel, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it looks like for me, is falling in love with myself. Is I am a person. I was a person before my husband. I was a person before my kids. And I want to fall in love with me again. And thank you. And I hope that you will find something to do right now, today, tomorrow, this week, this month, that will take you a step further into loving yourself, to fall in love with yourself. Because ultimately, regardless of what my circumstances, life events, marriage trouble, kid trouble, work trouble, whatever is on your plate, I think falling in love with yourself might help put things a little bit more into perspective, I think. Man, I've rambled on. I'm so embarrassed. I was only going to do a 5-minute video, and I really don't want to edit this, so it looks like you guys are stuck. I should probably put that in the title. This was going to be a bipolar bite. Now it's a bipolar buffet. Again, I love you all. And I thank you for being here. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow. And if I don't, I'm sorry. If I don't, it's because I had to put me on the back burner again, which is fine. That's what moms and wives and people do. Sometimes they don't get to do everything they want to do for themselves, but hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. All right, you all take care of each other. I love you.